Hello, everybody. This is Scott Hudspeth with Agent Mastermind, and I'm just honored to be here with you guys. Always excited to join you on this beautiful Tuesday, afternoon. And I'm here with my dear friend Vicki Rice, and also Robert Gal is on with us. How you guys doing today?
Doing great, man.
Excellent, excellent. So, for all you that are trying to create flyers, trying to create ads, Vicki Rice, who has been a licensed real estate assistant for
Stop.
2 or 3 years now. Yeah.
Stop.
2 or 3, two. Yeah, blah. Okay, we won't go how long that's been, but she is, I've been blessed to have her as part of my life, and she's been with me for, God, I think it's over 2 years now, and she helps me with all these classes, and she puts the PowerPoints together, and she's just a wizard at PowerPoint. So she's going to share with us how to not have to wait for your flyers. She's going to show you some alternatives to have it done for $5. And so, Vicki, I'm going to sit back, shut up, and take notes and answer questions and let you share. And I heard you have a couple surprises for us today for a couple of attendees.
I just took a couple people at random and did their Facebook business page, and then I'm gonna show you guys how you can do that too for Facebook and how easy it is.
Beautiful.
Okay, I guess we'll go ahead and get started.
All right.
I use PowerPoint, for everything. I use it for if I'm going to do a Homes and Digest or Homes and Land magazine ad. I've done them for, broker open houses. You can use PowerPoint for Facebook timelines. We have a lot of information to cover, so I'm going to kind of keep on going through. But, Scott, if there's any questions that you want me to stop on or answer, you just let me know, okay?
Absolutely. Will do, for sure.
Cool. Use it for WordPress. Use it for the blogs. You can use it for brochures.
Okay.
I've even used them for benefits. If there's clients out there that are going through some hard times or something, and maybe they're doing a benefit or a bike run, you can do it for that. And this is one that, if you guys get a chance, he is a friend of our family, and if you would just, Team Gage, if you would just like his group page, he listens and responds and engages on Facebook, while he's in the hospital. So any kind words of encouragement that you can give Gage, everyone just appreciates that. So I wanted to do a shout out for Gage. I've used them for the banners even. And, some people say, oh, why aren't you using all the other stuff, the PageMaker and Adobe? There's a huge learning curve for people, and it's time, and then it gets frustrating, and it's like, how do I layer and all that? And PowerPoint is so easy to use, and it comes with, our computers already. So that's why I went ahead and
So to break that down, just to go back to one slide, so so what you did is you created a flyer for, can you go back one slide there?
Yeah.
And so this reminds me of something that an agent can do for a open house or something, or if they wanted to put something up at the door or maybe across the table or something. I don't know, if you're doing some event or something, I'm sure you go to.
Well, this would be like an event if you're doing
anything. Yeah, anything.
Yeah.
So
I know. Yeah, a lot of realtors will do those big events at those home and garden shows.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they'll have like a little banner behind them on a wall or something.
Right, and so what you did is you created this in PowerPoint, and then you gave it to somebody, and they took it to a print shop, and the print shop printed this out for them.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Office Depot.
Mm-hmm. Office Depot. Okay, cool. Very
cool.
Or
Staples or any of those. You can take whatever you're doing here and put it on a flash drive. Take that flash drive into any print house, and have them print it up. And then you can save PowerPoint in PDF, or GIF or JPEG. So, and I know I hear a lot of printers say, well, we don't use, PowerPoint, but if you save it in a PDF, then they can just print it from there. So.
Excellent.
Yeah. So the whole goal is to turn strangers into customers, clients, and referable partners, right? And we really want our 13 ambassadors because that's how we're going to become 100% referral based. And so to get to that point, basically it's the attraction phase. And the goal with that is to get face-to-face with your client. And then you want to convert them. You know, they don't understand what you offer. They don't know the value that you come to the table with. And they don't know what they don't know. So then you want to close them. That means that, you know, you've got the listing, or, you know, you've used results in advance, and you're doing marketing in a way that's attracting them. And now your inner office systems kind of take over, and you continue to wow them throughout the process. But the delight phase, the closing phase, the after-close phase, that's where your money is. This is where they've gotten to know, like, and trust you. They are committed to you. They like your integrity. You've proven your dedication to them. And this is your money. This is where I kind of want to stop here also, Scott, with you too. Don't you
Absolutely.
agree? A lot of people forget about their past database, and they're always looking for that next new, you know, client that's coming in. But this is really your money train. You know, and
yeah,
if you can
we just got back from the war room down in Florida, and we had about 50 people there, and we asked everybody. We said, hey, who here consistently 3 to 4 times a year connects, engages, and interacts with their database by phone or by anything at all? And one hand went up in the whole room, and it's just, I think it's consistent around. It's just you know, I don't know if it's our DNA or like how we're wired. We're kind of like a hunter, so the thrill for us is getting another lead or another buyer. But if we only took time and put it in our schedule to connect, engage, and interact with our current database of people that know, like, and trust us, guys, it would be a whole different world. So I just can't stress how important. And you know what, I heard something the other day that really hit home for me. It's like, we have a closing, but really that's not a closing, that's a beginning. So it's sad that we call it a closing. So let's make it a beginning, and let's connect, engage, and stay in front of them, build deeper relationships with our clients. So that's where the money starts happening right there, or the referrals start coming in.
Yeah, exactly. That's kind of what I kind of wanted to stop on that one. Now what I do is I usually take and I break down the system of the marketing that we're doing, and I call it life cycle, because you interact with people, you know, at different stages, and each stage requires a different type of marketing that you do with it. So in the very beginning, the attraction phase, you know, that's where you're going to be using your listing presentations and your drip campaigns that I'm going to show you today. And then you got the listing, you're doing business with them, and then the after closing, you know, that's so key not to forget that part of it, like Scott says, because you want to be that resource where they keep coming back, you know. And you want to know how to be referable. And I know we've got some great classes, you know, that we've done, like with Michael. You know, there's like 3 of them that you definitely want to get in your library and listen to those how to be referable classes. So one of the big things I'd like to talk about is if you confuse people, you lose people.
Amen.
Having a lot of white space in your marketing makes it easier for the eyes to travel. It keeps them engaged. And if you get too wordy, you know, they just zone out. You know, that's just our society today. So the old brochures, those things that just went on and 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 on. You know, it's just, they would look at it and say, I'm not even going to attempt to read it. You know, so today's marketing is all about a lot of white space, keeping it simple, and all about your message. And a great communicator knows how to communicate successfully. It's not something that you just do once and you're done. You know, you tweak it, and you master it daily. If it doesn't work, then you go about it a different way. But some key points is meeting people where they are, and you take them where you want them to go. But you have to really let them know that you really, really, really care about what they care about. That's being the true consultant in their life right now. That's the difference between being a consultant and being just a salesperson. Always remember that your credibility is on the line, and you let go of all those inside. You speak words that people understand, and you give them visual images that they can relate to.
Mm-hmm.
And those images are what's already in your target mind. That's what pull marketing is all about. You're answering questions that your target has in their mind already. You're finding images that talk about or visual cues, whatever is about their hopes or their dreams or their struggles. And you serve it up on a really nice platter. It's easy to understand, and you tie it all together. So that's the key to communicating, in a way. And I like to use, because basically even postcards or your Facebook timelines, those are all messages that you're sending out there. And I like to use my messages, I call it cross-marketing. So, maybe I will use email one week and in a postcard direct mail the next week, and then private message them on Facebook to keep in contact with them. But your must-haves to do what we're going to do today is basically PowerPoint. I think we use 2010.
Yeah, we use they all work, but 2010. You might have. I don't know which one you have, to be honest with you. I think you have 2010. Yeah.
Okay. In a system, I put pen to paper, and write down what you're why you're going to do it, how you're going to do it, when you're going to do it, what is it, what kind of a piece is it? Is it an email? Is it a message? Is it a post on Facebook? And what time of the cycle are you going to be doing this particular, piece that you have? And we use Google Docs for that, right?
Right on.
We're a big one on Google Docs. And then you can assign them. Yeah, assign it to your assistant. Delegate it out so that you're not doing it, or to your VA. Or if you are going to do it, implement it. Just do it. So you need to have Gene. I use it daily. We talked about it, so we're probably blue in the face here. And then I use Photo Express. And that's just my own preference because it's easy. I get a lot of content, a lot of choices, and it's inexpensive. And so like $1 an image or something. So
yeah, and it's actual images you don't have to worry about. So like we use Photo Express just because it's like we want to buy the image and use it how we want to use it, and not have to worry about somebody coming after us and saying, hey, it's my image. And whatever you build, whatever you build your brand on, you don't want someone to come along and say, hey, that's my picture, and then it got to change your whole brand again. So to spend a couple bucks to have your own photos that you can use anywhere, I don't know. We're kind of freaks about it now that we have these. There's literally 4,000. I don't know. There's probably 40,000 photos in there that you can use, and you can search anything. So it's a really cool site to use, and there's a ton of them out there.
And there's a lot of options out there, but just wanted to, and I'll show you how to use Photo Express. Basically, the main thing is this is what I got, this is how it benefits you, and this is what I want you to do next. And you'll see throughout my marketing pieces, I kind of try to cover all three of those categories in one piece. Have it be an email, have it be a post. This is what I got, this is how it benefits you, and this is what I want you to do next. Call me, text me. I'll get that list out to you. I like to try it as if I'm talking to my girlfriend, and keep it, more personal in all my messages than it is, business related. You know what I mean there, Scott?
Absolutely.
So,
yeah, absolutely. Yeah, this is anything like if you're doing video marketing, if you're doing a flyer, you like, here's what I got. It's like, hey, here's a new listing. Living in this area, so whatever marketing piece, it has to have these three, but most importantly, it has to have the next one, the very last one, or here's what you need to do next, like scan this, text this, QR code this, whatever it is. You have to, like, you ever watch those TV shows where they're selling stuff on the sales channel, and they're like, here's this product, and here's what you need to do now, and they show these people, they don't even have a phone, they're just going, like, putting the phone like to their face, because they've found that like people that actually see an action, take action more so than somebody that just says, if we just say, hey, pick up the phone and call us, well, they actually make the gesture, they got a bigger response from people doing that. That's why they do that. So, and that's why they show people on the phone taking calls and the phone ringing and all that stuff. That's real marketing that's been tested and proven. So you always got to tell people what you want them to do.
So I created some cheat sheets for you guys so that you can have it. And then when we go into PowerPoint, all you do is just put in those dimensions. These are inches. So you got your standard postcard, you have your oversized postcard, and you have your great big jumbo. Honestly, I don't ever use the jumbo. I use more the standard.
Bottom one. There
Yeah.
you go.
And then the brochures. Again, if you're going to do a brochure, not so wordy, use a lot of visual images and a lot of white space because you have a lot of pages. You got 6 pages back to back that you would be printing on this. Facebook, timeline, the YouTube banner, Google+, Twitter, here are some cheat sheets and dimensions for you to use. If I'm ever trying to convert pixels to images, I always use this little cheat sheet here. So I wanted you guys to have that, actionrepair.com. It's free. You just don't download it. You just go to the site and put in the, the pixels, and then it converts it for you. So it's kind of a cool feature.
Cool.
But the main thing is it's easy, and you guys can do this too. So we're going to go live. I have designed. It had so much fun, Scott.
You know what? I seen that. Yeah, it's like, oh my God, that's so cool that you did that. I'm like, that's so cool. So what she did was she took a couple people's
well, I'm not. That's not there yet. But I did do that. But I designed a whole bunch of postcards that you guys can implement today. So let me show them to you real quick. This would be a postcard that says, this is what I do, and I love my job. The back of the postcard could be a little message to someone with a stamp and a label. Home, it's that feel-good place that belongs to you. This is what I get to do to make happen every day. Maybe like wishes do come true. This would be a picture. These are just examples of postcards that I put together for you guys. Paint the picture of what you want, and let's make it real. And these are just some images and using Photo Express.
Yep.
Summer vacation, weekends at the lake, making memories that last a lifetime. What's that? That's priceless. Now, if I were to get this little postcard in the mail, I mean, it just really relates.
Feels good. Yeah.
It relates to me. I mean, this is just like fun, priceless. This time will never come again, with your family. So you're just hitting on those struggles, those hopes, those hot buttons. That's what you're doing. You're just kind of dropping little drops of information out there to let them know in an engaging way what you do. So the back of the postcard could be something like this. Did you know that our team specializes in second home and vacations? I'll send you a list of the best deals on several surrounding lakes. Drive by, let me know what you think. Call or text me today. Here's what I got. You get to drive by because I'm going to give you a list, and you don't have to worry about it, and I want you to call me. But it's like talking to my friend, and then I would add a stamp, and their label here. You want to build some equity and make a profit. A lot of people are into those 203Ks now where you can build, you can take a flip and not use your money but someone else's money and turn this into that. Let's chat about what you want and how I can get you there.
Hey, Vicki, just a clarification. It said you brought up action.com, but it's auction or action.
Oh, auction? Yeah. Did
auction,
I say action?
Okay,
yeah,
no, it's auction. Okay, cool. And guys, you can get a copy of the PowerPoint and all these websites and stuff. Just contact the loan professional that's sent here, and we'll make sure to get a copy of that for you.
Yeah, I think all you have to do is turn pixels
into inches.
Into inches right there.
Yeah,
just Google whatever question is that you want, and right there it is, action repair.
And the reason we do this is in PowerPoint, it actually is measured off of inches, not pixels. So if you want to make a certain size pixel picture, if they say you need 600 by 200 pixels, you can put 600 by 200 in this formula, and it'll tell you inches, so you can do the correct size PowerPoint. And Vicki's going to show you that here in just a minute. This is really cool. So
yeah, there we go. Times are changing, making room for in-laws to move in with you. I hear that quite a bit. So, little postcards like that. Now, that postcard, for example, might not go out to older people. I'm saying people that, may need to go in assisted living or nursing homes. It would go to the sons and daughters, so you could talk about, all kinds of things. That would be your target market. But yet the image is of, of a person that, is going to need that sometime. Buying a home shouldn't scare you around the Halloween. This is just an image from Photo Express. It's a lot of white space. I like to use eyes, direct looks. I want to create an emotional connection with whatever piece that I'm doing that really relates to someone. They can look at any of my pieces and get my message in just a matter of a second or two. That's the key. So basically, that is an example of the postcards. Now I did a series of postcards directed to for sale by owners.
Here we go. So you created a postcard series for sale by owners.
Yeah.
So.
And let's explain the series.
Okay, cool. Yeah, please do the mindset behind it.
Yeah, the whole mindset of this came about when we were talking with a client who said, Vicki, I want to create something that when I meet someone face to face, I want to be like a dog that marks my territory. And so I said, well, let's do a drip campaign where you can just put a stamp on it and mail it out. So let's say, for example, you're working with a for sale by owner, and either you got an opportunity to meet with them face to face, or you talk to them over the phone. And I know we've talked about, every week so many people will fall away. And, by the time the 6 weeks come along, there's not anyone there but you. This is a way for you to be front of mind. Now, I don't believe in just sending a postcard without a follow-up, right, Scott? You need to postcard, private message them, call them.
Well, we've talked about the flower pot strategy, and this would be an awesome postcard series to, really what it boils down to. Whether you're marketing to expireds, whether you're marketing to FSBOs, whether you're trying to meet new people to build relationships, what it boils down to is staying in front of your clients. So this is a beautiful picture, opening the door, freedom. So it's just sending stuff consistently to somebody that you want to work with. And if FSBO's great, expired's great, just letting people know who you are, what you do. Sending one of these to a past client or current client will even be a good thing to do. Just to stay in front of them and let them know what you do for a living and remind them is a huge deal. Yeah, and this is just one of our strategies that we talk about, how to have in your tool belt the ability to overcome objections. And if you really dive down deep, you'll find out, there's the consultant negotiation and how you manage fears. That's really what you do. Right, Scott? Absolutely, absolutely. We talked about that. So what is what is saving a commission really worth to you? That kind of would grab some attention. Well, it really is going to give you freedom. And now I've been told that, I'm a true consultant. I ask the right questions, going, from transactional to understand the needs, wants, desires. You build a relationship with them where I'm valued for my experience, advice. That's what I do best. This is answer the question number one. Number two is that you're the negotiator. You bridge that gap, and you provide the skill set that reaches the goals and desires. Now, if you drop these little bits of information to them on a weekly basis and then follow up with a postcard, that is huge. I just used your picture, but it could be any picture, sure. Anyone. Do you have a Facebook listing page? Are you driving leads to your page? Do you have a custom audience? Are you optimized yet? They're going, what? What? Right. Well, there's a new partner in town, and I use social media, to reach my target market. It's just one of the benefits that our team specializes in. That would be like the back of a postcard. Very cool. Another great gift, would be the text and the QR code. If they got this, go ahead. Here's your QR code. And text. Think about that. So that you're like a FSBO gets this postcard in the mail. and it's their home, their QR code. So if they don't know how to scan the QR code, they can text for information. But if they do know how to, some kid is going to know how to scan it. So they're going to scan it and go, oh my God, it's my home, my website, my like this is so cool. So I mean, it's just for them to not call you is kind of crazy.
Yeah, let me know if you want to use this website that I created for you for free. No bites. Time to start fishing in a bigger pond where the pond is stocked. And you have to reach people where they are. And you're not drifting out there all alone. Have a question, call me. It doesn't cost a thing to talk. That's the whole, it's like finding the images that kind of relate to them, so and cool. Just dropping little bits of information about a benefit of working with you. Then you're seen as a leader, an expert, in your field, and your communication skills, are top-notch. This is one that we did using the flip books. Now, you don't have to use those flip books. You could use Animoto, which we've done classes on, a video. You can take any URL link, and you can change it to using TinyURL. Just put that URL link, and it makes it real small for you, and use that in your, in your postcards. So let's take a look. What this one was a flip book is basically an expectation book that you send out to people, your target market, because people would rather watch a video in today's society, because we're an instant gratification society, than read a brochure. So this is an example of Kim's flip book that's linked right here at the top. Kim Rogers' marketing book, and I'll make it big so you guys can see it. And it basically goes through everything. You may ask, why am I offering you this opportunity to have access to my systems for free? Because I believe success breeds success, and we're at our best when we're helping others to succeed. It just flips through the pages. Now, in this particular system, which is agent marketing, you can customize all this stuff. The whole goal is to get to the end of the book, because you're wanting to develop a system to work with for sell-by owners or expireds, right? And you're giving them access to your system. You can
click on 20 if you want to.
Okay. Number 15. Yeah. The whole goal is to, one buyer is going to purchase your home, but others are going to be in contact with you, and I look forward to working with them. If you sell it, in the end, we both win, and we're at our best when that happens. If you don't sell it, after 45 days or 30 days, whatever time you want to give them access to the system, you've got a taste for what you've done for them in advance, not what others say that they will do and don't. It's just the beginning to place your home ahead of the competition. So this kind of book really just gives them, it just gives you a way to develop a relationship over week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4.
Right.
So that when you do get there, you're the one that's there standing, and they've gotten a taste for what you've done. So that's a way to reach, for sell-by owners or expired. I've done it, again, for other agents, examples. And this is a postcard that just went out to those. And these are all images. This is her, Facebook timeline, banners, stuff like that.
So everybody's asking about the designs and stuff. So, and Vicki's going to show you how she created these things. And as far as the font, somebody asked a question about the fonts and stuff like that. So she's going to show you in PowerPoint. It's really cool how she did this. I love that picture. So did you get that picture off Photo Express?
I did. So
it's just empty, right? Yeah, go ahead.
So these are my 3 little gifts. I just chose these at
Josh
random.
Painter. Is Josh Painter on the call with us today?
I don't know if Josh is.
Let's go look here. I don't see him. Go ahead.
Okay, so let's pretend. I'm going to go ahead and this is your PowerPoint up here at the top, right, guys? This is your dashboard. I'm at my home section. This is what it looks like when I go. And so what I want to do first is I want to go, into design. Then I want to go into page setup. Design, page setup. And here's where I'm going to enter those little cheat sheets that I told you about. So the Facebook timeline cheat sheet was 8.46 and 3.135, which converts it to 3.14.
And guys, if you're multitasking right now, just kind I mean, you'll be able to get the recording and do this. But Vicki, can you just kind of go back real quick and just kind of click OK and show
Sure.
them like so it's under design.
Yep. I'm going to show you something really
Okay,
quick
cool.
here.
Okay, cool. And I have some other ideas for you guys to learn how to use PowerPoint and not I mean a really easy way to do it. So I'll show that when she's done.
Okay, so here's PowerPoint. This is what it looks like when you open it up, right? It's blank. It's just is blank. The first thing I do is I click and I cut out these little boxes because I don't need them there. The next thing I do is I go to Design, and then I go to Page Setup. And this is what comes with it. There's all kinds of different ones that are automatically formatted in there for you. There's the banner one, for example. So now what I want to do is, depending on the piece that I'm wanting to do, so if I'm wanting to do a Facebook timeline, I'm going to put in 8.46, and then I'm going to put in 3.135. I want it to be landscape versus portrait. Portrait I use for my flyers, things of that nature. Ads in newspapers. So landscape, and then hit OK. Now it's been converted right there for me.
And that's a Facebook one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if you were to fill that corner to corner, top to bottom, left to right, that would be the exact size when you save it. We'll show you how to do that, but to upload into Facebook, and it'll be a perfect size for Facebook.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So let's say, for example, now what I want to do is now I want to go to Insert, and I want to insert a picture. I can also go to Clip Art. They have tons of Clip Art automatically done for you here. And if I wanted to do Clip Art, I could go over here and say, Happy Family. And I could search either photographs or illustrations. What I want is strictly photographs. Hit Go. So all of these are pictures that are automatically done, and that's free for you to use if you wanted to. So just wanted to kind of show you an example. Maybe you happen to like, one of these, like this one. So it automatically generates it for you. There's all kinds of little tricks and things that you can do. You can manipulate things around. This up here, I'm in the format area called Picture Tools. Here I could put a banner around it, the image. If I wanted to come in and make it to be 3D, I could make it 3D. So maybe I want to do a series of 3 postcards or 3 images. I can do that throughout the whole timeline. Maybe I want to change the color of that image a little bit. Maybe I want to get into some artistic.
Black and white, yeah. I love black and white. Yeah, that's pretty cool, yeah.
Let me just drag it out so you guys can see it better. Using my corners, I'm just dragging it out.
Very cool.
So, I can get into all kinds of color-wise. I can change it to be strictly, a blue CPU tone. I can compress it. I can get into my words. I do a lot of free fonts, which is a place you can go to on Google. Just Google free fonts and download fonts that are different than what comes with it. So if I want, my font to kind of relate to my image, if it's like maybe a fast car, maybe I want the fast font. So it kind of looks like a speedy kind of font. So there's all kinds of cool things that you can do. I like, now if I want to insert text, all I do is come in here and I'll write something like, and then I'll come and highlight it. Maybe I'll make it in white, make it bold it out, change it to make it bigger. Maybe I want to do some art ones with it. So then I'll come up here and do some text effects and make it glow, or maybe make it have a 3D rotation. So now it follows my image. You know, change it. You know, there's all kinds of fun things once you start playing around with it you can do. So that's just the basics. So what I'll do now is I'm going to bring back over the ones that I was working with. So, like for example,
hey, can you do me a favor, Vic? Can you click on Help at the top and see which PowerPoint version you have? Click on Help and then About on the top, very top row there. Very top, top.
Where's that? Or am I not seeing it?
Oh, you know what? Maybe that's no. You know what? I'm seeing Help on my screen. It's not on yours. Never mind.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know where it is. Yeah, we'll find it. It's
Yeah,
either PowerPoint 10 or PowerPoint. I think it's PowerPoint 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now this is Josh's picture, right?
Cool.
But when I found Josh's picture, let's pretend, and I saved it. I just gened it, you know, on from his website, and I'm pretty sure I capped it. Here it is. Now you'll see that Josh has a blue background.
Check this out. No,
Okay.
yeah, if you're multitasking, watch this. This is really cool.
So I'm gonna double click on Josh's photo. Let me go back, 'cause I don't know if I did it too quickly. So I go to Insert. I saved and gened Josh's photo to my desktop, and I double-clicked on Photo, and then I'm going to click on my desktop, and I'm going to look for Josh's photo, and then I'm going to double-click it.
So you're
that
bringing
automatically
the picture
inserts
into,
it, you know, into my image that I'm working on. So now I want to go and remove the background. So now you'll see that it turns purple.
And you just click the remove the background at the top left under, was that design?
Yeah. Let me get rid of Josh because he's all messed up now.
Okay.
So
right.
insert photo
Insert
or picture.
All right.
Yeah, find your picture.
Find the picture. Yep.
That you gened and saved to your desktop.
Make sure you
now
have the
you go over to remove background.
Remove background. There it is, right there.
Right there.
Cool.
And then I click on remove background. Now I'm going to bring it out to like the top of where his hair is, you know, the corners of the image that I want to keep. The corner of his suit. Okay, so now you'll see this part up here is all there. And if I were to be done with it just by hitting enter, the only thing that would be here would be his head, the headshot.
Sure, yep.
So I'm going to click on it. See that? That's just all that's there. Now I'm not done with it, so I want to go back up here. Do you see this little arrow, Scott, at the very top?
Yep.
All I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. That allows you to go back. And then if you feel like you've made a mistake or whatever, go back to wherever it is that you think you want to restart again. So now I want to mark areas that I want to keep and areas that I want to make sure that's gone. So with the keep areas, I want, actually I'm going to move my cursor out again to the end of his shoulder because I went back and it didn't quite take everything. So I want to redo that. So now I'm going to keep all of this, mark areas to keep. And just kind of follow the outline of the things that you want to keep. It's just like a little pencil that you're drawing with. I know this takes a little bit of time to finish, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is to do.
Yeah.
Now, this area, this back here, I don't want there, so I want to remove that. I'm going to go mark areas to remove. So I'm going to follow like corner to corner. See how that went away now?
Yeah.
But there is still some blue there that I'm seeing, so maybe I'm going to try and get rid of that. Yeah.
That's so cool. So you can take any photo and remove anything you want. There you go. Perfect.
So there it's done. So that's pretty cool. And that's how you can take that and put that any place.
Yeah.
Now, maybe I don't want that image to face the way he's facing. So now I can go and rotate it by clicking this button, and I can
This is
flip
crazy.
it and turn it around.
That's so insane. I don't understand that part. Like, how in the heck? Because he's leaning to the right now as we look at it. If you click it again, he'll lean to the he'll lean to the left. It's so
Now
crazy.
you can rotate and flip it again, right?
No, he's leaning to. That is so insane.
Yeah. So
So
that's
good.
kind of a cool little feature there too.
Yeah.
Usually that's the way if you're going to put it on the right side versus on the left side of your image or your
Right.
postcard or your
Right.
your website, whatever it is that you want to work with. You know, and then these little images, I just found basically. Let's go ahead and show you examples. So I'm going to copy the image that I saved to my desktop, move him out of the way. Recopy it again.
And we have a good friend of mine, Gail Zintek, coming to us from California, Michigan today. She's actually lives in Kalamazoo, but she's vacationing, I think, out in California. She this would be an amazing. She's our send out card. She's the one that did a send out cards presentation for us a while back, and so you could take you can make some crazy stuff to put inside a send out card postcard and send it out using PowerPoint. So just you could put your send out card campaign on steroids.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I save all of my images in a Photo Express folder on my desktop. So if I ever want to reuse them over again, you know, they're all here. So, like for example, if I was trying to find an image, I was going to show you how easy it is to put one in. So there's that image that came from Photo Express. Obviously, it's too big for my little window, you know, that I'm trying to do. So, you know, I kind of manipulate it, change it around.
What an awesome picture. That's like the inside of someone's house.
Yes, this is like a condo. You know, maybe
Yeah.
I'll try and move it so it takes a little bit of finesse, but that's the only really thing that you have to do. Now, when I'm doing with images like this, you'll get to know that, like this one up here,
Look at
it
that.
kind of
Yeah, that's
softens
cool.
the edges, so it allows me to fit it a lot. Or I would do the 3D one that I talked about, you know, and rotate it to fit in there automatically for me.
There you go.
Kind of cool.
I think that one.
So
Yeah.
that's kind of a neat thing and a neat tool to know about.
Very cool.
You know, and then you just kind of tell the story, basically, what it is that you're trying to do.
Good point. Good point.
Yeah.
Tell a story.
Yep. So in any of the pieces that you do, this is one that I did for Courtney Lynn. You know, I found this on her Facebook page, and you should be able to do this for your you know, your listings for your houses. How great it would be to make up a Facebook fan page for every single one of your listings that had its own URL address, you know, that you could send out there.
Actually, it looks like her hands because she's got a white shirt on. You
That's
got the
exactly
house
the
with
reason why I found that image. Yeah.
That's awesome. That's so
Yeah.
awesome. It looks
Yeah.
like it's actually her. You would never know.
You would never know that's not her.
Never know
Yeah.
that's not her. Yep.
No.
Amazing.
Yeah. And then this is one that I had did for Armando. So obviously there is this little area down here that is your profile picture, you know. So I hope that that's his logo that I gened for his company. So and that could be
He's on the call right now.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool beans.
So, yeah.
Yeah, now there's a lot of other little things that I use. I like to use, you know, Facebook cover design too. Kind of cool. This is where you would have your profile be part of your image. The only reason why I don't use that too often is because I really want the profile to either be a logo or personal.
Yeah,
But you can use that if you so choose to. And it's strictly Facebook timeline covers. And you can just, all you do is just use this template service that's here and free.
Very cool.
I use a lot of examples for flyers. I mean, PowerPoint gives you.
This is free, right? This is free.
These are all free. Yeah.
So guys, this is and we'll make sure you get this link. But this is this is amazing. I totally forgot about this, Vicki. So this is a place where you can go and get templates that are kind of already done that are in PowerPoint for you, and excuse me, Word. They're in Word, but you can put it in PowerPoint and edit all you want. Delete, add, subtract. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah,
cool.
you can do it for postcards, flyers. I just flyers, and it pulled up, everything that I wanted to. If I wanted to use this particular template, and I couldn't come up with an idea on my own. This is a good idea to get some ideas of some really cool things. It's called, this particular website. Again, you can be creative in your timelines and your headers, that kind of thing too as well. And then Photo Express. Now, Photo Express, I love it. So, like, say, for example, when I log in and I want to find something in regards to real estate, I want it to be an interior and I want some red in the image. Well, it gave me 6 pages full of images that I can use. And you just keep scrolling down until you find the one that you like, and then you say, okay, yeah, I can use that in my piece, whatever.
So you search real estate interior red.
Yeah,
so
I want something with red,
and
it looks like real estate that would be a home in the image. Red apple, a red sofa. I could go in there and search happy family with house behind. It doesn't give me very much, but now if I take it and I say happy family,
just remove that
and just say house,
there you go.
I'll get a lot more action. Now I've got 136 pages of people that look like they're happy with something to do with the house.
And once you buy this photo, it's your photo. You can use it however many times you want.
Yeah, this is that photo that I used before, that very first one.
Yep.
So.
Did you find, Kenny wanted to know if you found Courtney's picture in here too as well, the one she had with that lady holding the house?
I did, yeah.
Okay.
So, yep, that was in here. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, let's say, for example, I don't want to go through 136 pages full, excuse me, of images, so I want it to be maybe something to do with human features or people, maybe leisure. And then I want it to be horizontal. I want it to be really wide. And then I want to make sure I only get, I don't want to look at 25, so I want them to give me 100 images to scroll through. Now it's come down to 3 pages.
Oh, wow.
So these are all horizontal. These are all about leisure, at home, eating, having fun with family. These are great images that you can use in your marketing piece. This would be something maybe that if you take a look at it,
And guys, we have no affiliation to Photo Express. We're just saying this is the one we've come to like, and it's been a real easy one to use for us. And we use so many photos to do so many things, so I just paid the monthly. There's a monthly fee that we can have so many photos, and so I don't know. I just like having our own photos, and I like to search. I mean, you can go to Google and take photos, but if you're going to build your brand, I mean, I think it's very inexpensive to buy. You can buy one photo, you can buy whatever, or you can buy a membership. And so we have no affiliation to this. I just want to be very clear about that. It's just one thing that we're using to grab. I know there's other sites with free photos and stuff like that. I'm just saying this is the one we use. So.
Right. So say I want this image. You get to know that you can also search like the photographer. Maybe you like his style, so you'll search, and then you'll save his. So you can go to his profile and look at all of his images because you seem to download a lot of his style of photos that he uploads. But say I want to choose that one. I'm just going to click the download button. Oh, gosh, I haven't even logged in yet. So I thought I was logged in already. Sure I was. Anyways, that's all that you would do, and then it just downloads into your desktop, and you save it on your desktop, and then you can utilize it on all of your all your images. So yeah, that's Photo Express. Let me go ahead and log in.
Do you want to show like once you're done, you want to show how to save that so that you could upload it to Facebook?
Absolutely. I'm going to log out of my Facebook for just a second and log into yours because that's why it's connected.
Okay.
Hang on just a second. Okay, now I'm connected. So now I'm going to log in, and I'm going to log in through Facebook. You'll see now that it says Scott. So now I'm going to, this little area down here is my light box. If I don't want to buy image but I like it, I'll just click on it and drag it into this light box. That way I can, after I've been searching 35 pages, you know, maybe I say, I'm going to go back to that image that I like best. So I haven't purchased it, but it's just like maybe, you know, a little bank that I can save all my images in. You can expand it or enlarge it by the arrows. I'm going to, you know, make it smaller now. So now I'm going to download. I'm going to check the box that says that I agree to their terms and conditions, and I'm going to click download. And you'll see that it renders right here. It says I got 7 seconds, 2 seconds. I'm ready to go. So I'm going to click on it, and there it is. Now I'm going to go up here to File, and I'm going to make a copy. File, make a copy. It downloads it into my download folder, but I like to have it downloaded into my desktop because that's the image that I'm working on at that time, and I like to drag it into a folder that I created on my desktop. It's just me, my personal preference. So I'm going to make a copy. I'm going to save it to my desktop. If I want to give it a name, I can. It automatically gives it a number, and then I'm going to hit Save. And you'll notice it's always JPEG that it saves, which is works with pretty much any program. So I'm going to click Save. And now if I want to take that image, so now I'm going to create another slide to give me a blank space to work from. I'm going to hit New Slide, Blank, and it pops one up here in the window. Now I'm going to hit Insert, Picture, Desktop. I'm going to look for that image. Right there it is that I downloaded, and there's my image. So maybe I'm going to drag it out, and then I'm going to utilize it in my piece. That's how easy it is. And if I want to then do text, I can do text, and I can write something, you know, whatever it is I want to write. I can, you know, make it smaller.
That's so cool.
I can put my
That's
picture in it.
That's a great picture.
Yeah. So it's like,
you can,
you know,
yeah.
but it's a lot of white space. It's
a lot of
vibrant.
white space. Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah,
looks good.
and it's that kind of thing. And
the
then,
cool part about these photos is you don't have to resize them. You actually have to shrink them. So when you're going from big to small, it's great. But when you take a really small photo from somewhere else and you try to make it bigger, it's really grainy. It doesn't look as crystal clear as this one does. That's why this one looks so good. And then when you save it, it's a really good quality photo or flyers or Facebook header or whatever you want to do with it. So.
I wanted to show you something really cute, a really great idea too. So, like for example, let me just click out of all. I'm going to cut all these out. Okay, so I had these two images, right? And I just did not like the way this other side was going. Yeah. So I came up to, where's my Jing? There it is. Okay. I came up to Jing, and I captured just the top part of this gray. Because I thought, I'm going to do some pinstriping. And then I'm going to capture it. I'm going to copy it. I'm going to paste it by right-clicking paste. There it is. Do you guys see that right there?
Yep.
Okay. So this over here, just if I take this image and I bring it all the way out, it's just too long. It just there's something about it that just doesn't, it's just too much. So remember, I have to make room for my profile right down here. So I want to fill the space. So what I did is I thought, well, I'll do a pinstriping just like it has here, here, and here. So I took a copy of that. I'm going to manipulate it so it kind of comes in and have it be put into the actual I'm going to do it again. Turn it.
Oh, so you're
Drag
clearing it
it.
and making it all the same. Yeah, I got it.
Okay. Now,
Oh, you
what's
just put
happening here?
Put some cool lines there.
Yeah. So now I've got some striping, right? But my words are behind it.
Right.
So I'm going to click on the word. I'm going to come to the very end of the corner. I'm going to right-click, and you have to do it a couple times to get in that area. And do you see where it says bring to front?
Mm-hmm.
So now my home, my images, my text that I wrote are now in the front of
Very cool.
my striping.
Little class there, Vicki.
A little bit, a little bit
yeah.
of making it personal that way for you too as well.
And it's the exact same gray, so you don't have to worry about it. You know, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool.
So the color is there. Now regarding Armando, I really like this image, but you can see at the top here,
Right.
this image is really,
okay.
It's a lot of white space at the top.
Got it.
So what I did for him, let's do that. Let me show you kind of what I did. So two things. I jinged the grass because this is the actual.
Oh, okay.
This is the actual image all by itself.
Okay.
So let me kind of, so that you guys can see it better, let me do a new slide. I'm going to go up here and I'm going to copy this image. Copy, paste. Okay?
Very
So
cool.
do you see all this white space up here?
Yeah.
I want that to go, I want the doors to be higher in my image. And when I save it as a JPEG, it's just going to save that boundary.
Right, whatever boundaries you give it, yep.
Right. So now what I want to do is the grass obviously doesn't go to the very end. I can drag it out, obviously, if I want to, but then it starts to get, the pixels it gets real, doesn't look normal to me, So I want to keep the image so that it's easy on the eye. And now what I want to do is I want to jing the grass. And then I'm going to capture the image. I'm going to copy, and I'm going to paste. Now I got some grass, right?
Yep.
And then I'm going to make it fit.
That's amazing. There's no way you could tell. No way. Oh my God. That's
and I'm going to
crazy.
paste again. I'm going to use it on this side, and I'm going to make it fit.
So Vicki, somebody asked how long it took you to become proficient with this.
It's so I guess not long.
Not long, no.
Not long. It's so easy to.
Yeah.
It's easy once you start. It's just that fear factor in the very beginning.
Yeah.
Because people think, oh gosh, it's going to take me forever. But it's really, if you just concentrate on those key parts that I showed you today, you'll be a whiz at this, in no time.
And here's the thing. Here's the thing. You want to talk to them about Fiverr, and then I want to also show another site that if they wanted, if they want to get proficient at PowerPoint a little faster with some training on PowerPoint, I'll show them a site to go that I'll have you go to as well.
Yeah, I use Linda,
Linda
all the
is
time.
Great. Yeah. Check this out, guys. So this you can learn so much from this, and it's very inexpensive. We have no affiliation to this whatsoever. We're just showing you where we go for training if you want.
Yeah, there's a free, not this one.
Lynda. Lynda. Is that
it's called lynda.com training.
Yeah, there we go. There we go.
There's the free version, and then there's a version you can pay for. I get everything that I need to know about in the free version.
Really?
So, yep, I've never asked you to sign up. You may have a membership. I don't know.
Okay.
And
so go to
if I want to learn about PowerPoint, here's all kinds of classes that I can get up and running from out. And it's just starting PowerPoint, understanding PowerPoint. What is PowerPoint? Touring the PowerPoint, how does it work? It gives you videos of step-by-step instructions.
Very cool.
So
and then if you want someone to do it for you, for $5. You want to show them that?
Fiverr. So say, it's $5. Like here is one that he'll design 2 professional banners, for $5. we've used Fiverr. I use it all the time, especially when I'm under a lot of pressure to get one done and I've got too much on my plate. So I'll go and get 2 or 3 guys to or girls to, and then I'll make a choice when they send them to me, and it's normally within 48 hours.
Right.
But the whole cool thing about this is you don't have to wait on anybody to do it for you.
Right.
Now you have the control of being able to do it right from your own desktop.
Right.
You can have it done, take it into Office Depot, get them printed out, and have them ready to go in the same day.
Rock and roll. Robert, man, what do you think? What do you think, Robert?
Well, I just had a question. I've been doing this, and I didn't even know Vicki was teaching the class on PowerPoint, so this makes a lot of sense, and I love PowerPoint, and I agree because of all the things you can do in the layering. But the question I have is a lot of times when I create this really cool ad and I jing the whole thing to maybe to make my own header, I notice that I lose quality. So I'm wondering, is there a different type of screen capture other than Jing, or is there something I'm doing wrong? Because it almost seems like when I paste that banner in, it's lost quality from the PowerPoint on my screen. Looks a little bit more crisp than that actual Jinged image.
Every single one, I've never had that problem. Number one, I would not use a Jing and then upload the Jing into like a banner,
Yeah, you save right from PowerPoint.
I would save right from PowerPoint, and I would save it as a JPEG.
Why don't you show them how to do that, Vicki? If you have a PowerPoint up still.
Yeah.
So once you're done, you already have, I think, a PowerPoint down there. But you save right from PowerPoint as a JPEG, or there's one other one too that you can save as. So,
like for example, if I liked this PowerPoint right now, I would go up here and I would click File, Save As, and then I want to save it to my desktop, and I want to save it as a Jing or JPEG. And now it's going to ask me, do I want to save every slide or just the current slide? So if I want to save the current slide only, that's the one that I'm doing right now. I just do current slide. Now if you look at my desktop, you'll see, where does it go? It's up here somewhere. Here it is. There it is. It's all set to go. Now if I want to go into Facebook, let's pretend I'm in Scott's. Let me get out of Scott's real quick and go back into mine.
So I think what I was doing wrong while you were doing this is I was just using one PowerPoint template for all of my creations instead of doing what you did in the beginning. That was the big takeaway for me out of today's class, was how you had the different banner sizes beforehand.
Right. Those are those cheat sheets. Yeah.
Yeah, that's really good stuff. Yes, I think that's huge for me.
Yeah, it's all within your parameters. That's the huge thing. So now it's there. Let's pretend if I'm in Facebook right now and I want to create a page. Or actually, I can just create it down here, right? So let me go in here, create.
Or you can just take one of my pages that I already have.
That's okay. I always find if I just go to help and I say create a page.
It was right there.
It will give me my link right there.
Okay.
Right here, create. Okay. I wish I could do this real fast for you guys.
The one on the right brand of products is a lot faster.
Okay. Oh, whatever. I'm just going to put something in there.
Just put real estate or something. Tools.
Okay. Real unofficial. Skip. Okay, so I want to add a cover, right?
Mm-hmm.
Skip. Add a cover. Upload a photo. I'm going to double-click on that one. Right there it is.
There you go.
Now I'm going to hit Save. I can drag it if I want to, but it's already done for me.
It's the right
and
size,
see that right there is where her picture would go, or logo. And now if you take a look at the page, right there it is. It's crisp, it's clean, because you saved it directly from
PowerPoint. Yeah.
So now with this one, this is a page versus a group page. Do you see where my little logo is here? Obviously, I don't want that to be underneath the like button. So I would go back in and change it, move it up a little bit.
Or even above to the top, next to the house or something,
Yeah,
you know, wherever.
next
So,
to the
yeah,
house
right there,
or over
yeah.
here or wherever.
Yeah. Or that could even be the logo for the profile picture.
Absolutely.
Right there.
I really like to have two different images, you know, then,
Right.
you know, so it's not the same image here and the same image in your profile. So that's just something to think about. Sometimes when you get professional photos, you'll have a face close up and one standing or something like that. Then it's okay to use your picture both.
Sweet.
Yeah. What other kind of
All
questions,
right.
guys, can I help with?
I think it's just like everybody wants a you know, a copy of the recording and PowerPoint so they can kind of go back and watch it again, which I think would be a great idea. So so one thing to do is to I'm gonna take the screen from you, Vicki, for a second.
Okay.
All right. So maybe there we go. Where is it at? Scott. That's so weird. Where did they put me? There it is, Lindsay. I see Lindsay. There it is right there. All right. So for you, if you're joining us for the first time, if you have any questions that we didn't answer, go to facebook.com/groups/agent mastermind. Ask any question you want here. I would love to see your anything you create, share with the group, however you want to do it. That'd be so awesome to just share with us. If you do get something done from Fiverr, share with us what you got, you know, what you were able to get done. And then if you have any questions right here, mainly people are wanting the recording in the PowerPoint. So if you contact the loan professional that sent you here, they'll get you a copy of that. And also if you, for some reason you were able to get on that recording and you're not sure who it is, if you'll send an email to amminvite@gmail.com, we'll make sure to get you a copy of the recording and get you set up with this sponsor. So Vicki, amazing class.
Yeah,
you're just amazing at what you
guys.
do. Just unbelievable. So I appreciate you taking time and putting the PowerPoint together for us.
Yeah.
Robbie, as always, thanks for being here, my friend.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, man.
And also,
So,
if they want ideas, Scott, you can direct them to your Pinterest page.
Pinterest page, yep. So, yep. And let's see. So if you go to Pinterest.com, if I can spell, Pinterest.com. I'm not going to remember my login. Oh, there we go. I'm in. Yay, it works. So if you go to Pinterest.com/Scott Huntspath, if you look at the first couple of Facebook timelines, ads, postcards, thank yous, WordPress, static websites, video marketing, popular, so like these three right here is probably going to be your three. So if you click on Facebook timelines, Vicki has so graciously done 140 of them, so a lot of different ideas there. And also the ads, postcards, flyers, feel free to click on any one of these. There's a ton of different ones here to, like, you can kind of go, you know, base your stuff off. And guys, send an example to Fiverr and say, hey, I want this one with my info on it. You're more than welcome to swipe any of these things. They're more than welcome to do that. So anything we can do to help. WordPress, if you're putting a WordPress site together, of course, here's some headers for that. I would recommend branding yourself with the same header on everything, so when people start to see you and hear you and they start seeing who you are and what you do for a living, it's all yours, it's all the same. So that's kind of how we set things up, all right? Thanks so much, everybody. Appreciate you. If you have any question, go to facebook.com/groups/agent mastermind, and we'll be happy to answer any questions you might have, and we'll go from there. We'll see you same time, same place next week on Agent Mastermind. Vicki, thank you so much. Appreciate you.
You're welcome.
And Robbie, have a great week. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, guys.
Hey, bye-bye.
Yes, bye.